So Apple just announced Emojis, a kind of not really an emoji thing at all, just CGI face masks that you'll get bored of within the first minute, and threw Moji into the name as if emoji is some trend you can chase and not a sacred culture in its own right. I'm not covering those yet, but I instead decided to focus on Apple's favourite thing. Here's one for the money. An ATM is a very useful machine for when you want some money right then, at the moment. It's better when it's not just a blue logo of 3 letters you'd be able to find before you find an emoji. Samsung's is less convenient as you have to go up several floors to get your money. It's the Google one that's really good. Please make sure to cover the screen as you use this emoji. There are 4 kinds of banknote emoji based on the big 4 currencies, and you can bet your middle that they're not worth individual assessment. Despite being described as singular notes, they have these rapidly-doos on them showing several notes piled up. The Samsung ones look like metal bricks. Of particular note are Emojidex's photorealistic entries, which you can actually use as legal tender. Just put it full screen on your phone and they'll take it. I mean, your phone probably costs you more than £20, but I'm just saying that option is there. There's a balance to strike between realism and looking like it's just the money from a famous board game. I've got to go for Apple. On all 4! Then there's the well-known rapper Heavy Dollar Sign. The dollar logo is taken from some high school metal band. So let's have the through line and let's have it green. It's Google. You get the money mouth face when you eat too much money. Don't eat too much money. Eat just enough money. Microsoft's tongue is screaming in agony. Green tongues are just a bad idea anyway. Oh, really? Actually eating money? Okay. So I guess this is meant as the classic cartoon dollar eyes reaction, but the tongue ruins it. If you're amused by me pronouncing it as tong and not tongue, it's just because there's an actual O in the word, an O sound. Anyway, let me go back to my episode on money. I'm not sure if this character was in the Emoji Movie, but it was definitely the producer. I guess I'm going Emoji 1, it's kind of face-like. Currency exchange shows the transition between the 2 genders. The use of dollars and yen is too specific. It would only be used in those very exchanges. That's why I prefer these non-binary options. Well, I always do. But it's particularly nice how you could also use it as an emoji to say "Yees, Samsung." So maybe it's against the point of this show to pick a winning emoji design that directly contradicts the Unicode brief, but sometimes a symbol is so useless or potentially misleading in its intended form that there's motive to drive something more alternative that may well be used. In this case, this representation of denominations of the big 4 currencies, which I've arbitrarily named as such, not based on some kind of capitalist definition because they should all fall at some point anyway, at least has a pretty unique function as, hey, money, but like not specific typefish, not big bag of either. You see? Speaking of big bags of money, here's a big bag of money. I've read in the past that this is a trademarked symbol belonging to Gene Simmons, so if you notice an added charge in your monthly phone bills, it's probably that. Whether you're a really overrated album, or you're too wealthy but not worried about thieves, you can get good use out of this one. Some of them have overspill or weird growths, or are kinda just bad onions. Apple. A purse is where females keep their money, and it's good to have an actual interlocking connection system. There's a story of romance between these little ball things reclining onto each other, and you can rewind if you want to play that story back, because I'm not scrolling back up. Emoji decks? Money doesn't grow on trees, but birds do. Money with wings apparently means when your money is flying away. Of course, if it comes back to you, it's yours. The wings are attached to that middle bar harness, suggesting a kind of flight machine. Here's the evolved form. Apple get this. The chart increasing with yen emoji confirms emoji's function as a tool of Japanese propaganda, or propaganda. It's interesting that some of these resemble the geographic shape of Japan. Look, I don't know why you'd use this. I'm saying Samsung because it looks graffiti enough and shows the great yen boom upon emoji's invention and the ensuing recession when the emoji bubble burst. The credit card emoji is sometimes detailed but never interesting. I'ma go algae. If you liked this video, please remember that money is a myth in which we all participate and our access to wealth is determined by unfair factors. It's immoral to hold more money than you directly need whilst others are in poverty, and the culture of family wealth and inheritance enforces our class divide. Please resist these structures and consider redistributing any surplus assets to those in need. And I'm sorry about the advert at the start.